Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and today we are going to work some more in this journal. I haven't done a whole lot more since yesterday other than I did sew in the signatures and put a piece of fabric on each of the spines. I just like that. I don't really think it's necessary. I think this is pretty tough once you Mod Podge it and do all that stuff to it, but I just like that. So that's what I did. The first thing we're going to do is put our topper on that we made together. So I'm going to use Aleene's Tacky Glue because I prefer it. But of course, use Fabri-Tac or whatever kind of glue you prefer. So how you guys doing? I hope you're fantastic. It's a beautiful sunny day here, so I'm very, very happy about that. I think we're probably going to get pretty close to 70 degrees, which, wow, that's a huge switch from what it was, especially Easter. It was not nice on Easter at all, but that seems to be often the way of it. It's often one of those windy holidays or occasions in March. So it's amazing what a change a few days will make, right? So I hope you're all doing well. I want to say hi and hugs to Beverly, the Plum Creek Booksmith, and Julia. Thank you guys so much for your kind comments, for joining me. Yeah, just being lovely. I really, really appreciate it so much. And welcome to new subscribers, and welcome back to continuing subscribers. I love all you guys, and I appreciate all of you very much. So I'm going to put a clamp or two just because we're going to be opening this journal, and I don't want to have it fall off when we do that, because that would be not fun, right? So that's going to be as simple as that. I think I need to just come, sorry, I just realized it's funny when you tip it up a little bit how you can see that you might need to move it over just a little bit here. Okay, I think that'll do. These big ones I always struggle opening. Okay, so we've got that, and we're just gonna let it be. And then we're gonna go to this page because it doesn't have anything yet, and we're going to do a little pocket page like we have done with these journals. I'm gonna use this, which is a letter, as you can see, in blue, which I just love. I'm gonna do a little tearing first, and I probably will back some of these spots with a little, that didn't tear very good because I pulled it out instead of down, just to strengthen it a little bit. And that one's going to go like that, so I'm not going to worry that it's not perfectly straight. I'm going to ink it with my walnut stain. Yeah, these old letters are really fun to use for pockets. I never thought of it before, but of course they would be fun because they have all the handwriting on them. And these ones that were gifted to me are such a lovely color, and I like the print on the paper as well. So they're kind of perfect for this journal with the blue. And I'm going to make that a tuck again, just like we did on that, the one I did with you guys. So this is like nothing new per se, other than I'm going to use it on a pocket page rather than just by itself. I guess I could have used the one I already made, but I wanted to do this blue color. So I'm going to put some paper on the back here, and I just have to find some old book page, which is easily found around here. This is the one that's just disintegrating, so works well to glue down, and that's about it. You can't fold it, it just cracks. I mean, you barely do anything to tear it. So I'm just going to put it kind of on the back of this. Wow, it's really a crooked tear on that. I'm going to try to straighten that a little. It's just tricky because it's kind of floppy. So this letter is from 1952. I know, I didn't care about that until I went to back it, and then I cared. Right? Okay, now I'm going to take this and put it on here, just for strength. I'm just going to clip it, because it won't tear very straight. So yeah, hope you guys are doing good. I don't have any stories or anything. Other than, I think I mentioned yesterday, but just in case, because I've had a few more comments on the whole letters being stolen out of the mailbox thing. At this point, because we've heard from a few more people, we think it was just one letter stolen, so, or announcement, graduation announcement. And yeah, it's very unfortunate that kids do things like that, even though we all know it's illegal. But I don't, you know, kids don't, if they're elementary school age kids, I just don't think they know. But I always taught my kids, you always respect the boundaries of people's yards and all those kind of things. It's not your yard, it's their yard. And if they have kids and they ask you to come play in their yard, you can play in their yard. Otherwise, you stay out of people's yards. Just that kind of stuff. And obviously, don't ever take anything from anybody and whatever. But anyway, yeah. I just don't think those kids knew or whatever. But it's unfortunate. So I'm just going to glue here. And that should be fine, other than I just got glue everywhere. Here's my dirty old napkin that has ink all over it. It's just ink. I know it looks really disgusting, but it's just ink and glue. And then we'll glue the sides like we did on that one. And you could do these a lot of different ways. You don't always have to do like I'm doing with this orientation. You could do it as a top loading pocket. I mean, you could do all kinds of things. So they're just a piece of paper, right? So anything you do with a piece of paper. And I'm going to glue this part back so that it will strengthen that part. I haven't even read these letters. I feel like it's none of my business. Isn't that funny? I mean, it really is none of my business. That's somebody else's letter, but I just love the writing on it. So, okay, so that's going to go about there, and then this will go in this pocket, and this is just from an Angel book of old clip art stuff that I have. And unfortunately, I can't, you know, recopy the images. And I got it on Amazon, but I don't know if you can even get it anymore. It's an old book. So that'll go there. It'll go in there. This pocket I'm going to put down here. And I don't want to glue it over this flap, so I'm going to kind of do that. This one will kind of go over the flap a little at the bottom, but I think that it will be all right. And it'll still leave enough room to take this in and out. Which, again, if you do these kind of overlapping pockets, you definitely got to think about all that. Otherwise, you will get yourself stuck. So I'm going to put this one down. So I'm just going to glue there, there, and there. I might go ahead and use my tacky glue just because it's gluing onto this. It probably would be fine with the other, but I'll just make sure. So yeah, I'm really liking these journals. I think these are my new favorite thing for sure. And if you're new to making journals and you want to know how to sew in signatures, I do have a few videos where I sew in signatures, but I would recommend watching like Nick the Booksmith, Gail Agustinelli on their sewing in signatures. I just become a complete blooper factory when I try to sew in signatures. So, and I think it's just mind over matter, honestly. But for some reason I get myself all wound up. It's just silliness. But yeah, so definitely watch one of those ladies. I do have videos on that, so you can search Crafty Cat sewing in signatures, journal signatures. But I just know that I learned from those two, and they're just really good at it, and they don't seem to have all the blunders that I have. So, oh, I know what I wanted to do. I want to cut this a little bit, kind of like Nancy did if you watched her videos where she cut on these flaps, because I want to tuck a picture, actually a couple things kind of underneath there. So this image, I kind of want it to go under the flap, and this too. But I think I'll probably be okay if I just cut like from here to about there. Can't really see those. Let me see if I can find it with the tip. Yeah, I can't see that. I need to make it bigger. So put this here. I mean, if I cut more, it's not going to matter. And obviously this is just an X-Acto. Blade thingy. And it doesn't have to be perfect because you're not going to see underneath, so just get it however you can. Wait, nope, I didn't even get there yet. Didn't get it very good. I need one of those ones that goes around corners and stuff, you know? Have you seen those? They look pretty cool. I don't know if they work, but I really bunged that all up, didn't I? I think I need a new blade on that. That's what ink is for, though, if you do that. Where's my little scissors? Because I didn't do a very nice job. I'll just get it this way a little better, because it won't matter if it gets all over the place. So yeah, there's probably loads of things you could do with these pockets. All different ways that you could slice them to put different images in and whatever. Okay, so I'm going to ink around that. I don't even know what have I been watching lately. Nothing really great. I mean, we're still kind of watching some of the shows I've already told you guys about. Oh, we watched American Idol last night. We always watch that. It's just so... I think it's because we watched it when it first started, you know, and we've just watched it all the way through. It's just become sort of a habit or something, or a every year thing. So, yeah, we watched that. It was all right. I think I'm just getting old. I liked it a lot more when it was music... You know, some of the older music, just because I know that music better. But obviously, you got to go with the times, you know, to keep people watching and whatever. There is still some of the older stuff some, but and I just found these images online. Those ones aren't any store or anything like that. They're just some I found. That's upside down. And I just cut this paper. That's from my... Oh, which one is that from? It's from the Pockets kit. And these pockets are from that too. It's just a background piece of paper. I just cut it with the deckled edge. Just for some color on there. Uh-oh. A little stamp will be fun. Like that. And then I'm going to put this on with the tacky glue as well. Actually, you know what I should probably do is put a little something over that just so that the tag or whatever isn't getting caught up on that spot right there. I think I'll just use this again. Yeah, you look at that book sideways and it falls apart. Make sure you get all the edges really good if you do something like this on the back of a... Otherwise, you'll just be making your problem worse rather than better. Okay. That's just... Oh my goodness, Amy. Tacky glue. We had ham for Easter, and I got the ham bone because I love making split pea soup with ham bones. So my daughter's like, I want to come over for a split pea soup, so don't have it without me. So she's going to come over on Saturday and have split pea soup. All those strange things, but we all like it, so I don't know if my son will come or not. He's not as crazy about it as the rest of us, but I know some people don't like it at all. My dad always made it, and I just love it. It's going to be interesting to get that to stick to that fabric, I think. Might take a minute of holding. It doesn't really want to. It's saying I don't want to. We're just being encouraging. We're strongly suggesting. How's that? Maybe one of these will work. Let's see if that'll help it change its mind. And then this one is just going to kind of go even, I guess, with that other one. I don't know yet what I'm going to put in all these. I didn't get that far. I was lucky to figure out what I was going to do. I had errands to run, as we do sometimes. I kind of get as close over here as I can. I obviously don't want it in the way, but I think this one's going to stick a little bit easier. Hopefully. I'm working on more of these pockets. I had a request for maybe some pastel-y colors, and so that's what I'm kind of working on. Okay, so this will go back here, hopefully. Is it gonna fit? Yes. And that's just printed on cardstock, so I think it's fine. And I thought I'd put one of these, and these are in the Cruciform kit, and I've also printed them on cardstock, and I don't feel like they really need to be backed. I mean, they're just journaling cards. They don't have to be like the thickest thing in the world. And then I kind of want to put, like, glue something on here just because of the address and all those things, just to cover it a little bit. So we have Notre Dame, and this is one that I found online. I just go to Pinterest. A lot of times you can find images, public domain type images on there. And I'm not like copying and selling them. I am copying them and putting them in here, I guess, but not like mass produced, which technically is still against copyright, but like I said, I always check for public domain images. Okay, and then we need a little something on the little pocket, and I had it, and where did it go? I'll get shoved down the side. Yes, it did. So I have this little angel, and then a Tim Holtz stamp. I'm trying to decide. This is thin paper, so I think it's going to have to go under because this is thicker. And that's just one I had. So I'll put her down first. Maybe a little bit of numbers. Put some blue on this. Oh, that's not blue. Grabbed the wrong inker. It's all right, I can do this too. Just a little bit of color. I'm going to crunch it up a little. Not too thick right there. I'll put this one here. And where did I put the stamp? Oh, it's right there. Can't see it on the blue door. Okay, so we need to figure out what we're going to put in the pockets. That's probably good now. Is that one open? It is, it's just real tight. So, I need to find my bits and pieces. I don't think any of these will fit. They're too big. I like this one too. I could put the flower. I don't think I've used the flower a whole lot. that going to be too wide? A little bit. We can take a tiny bit off either side. Not that I can cut this straight. I usually do a little bit better with the bigger scissors, but still not great. I'm just going to round the corners on this, I think. That'll make it easier to go in the pocket. Oh, come on now. It's still not wanting to go in there. What is the deal? Get a little too much glue in there. That is a possibility. Since I used the tacky glue. Okay, I think that's good. I might have to work with that some more. All right, and then in the bigger pocket, I could probably, oh, I have that too. Got all kinds of little spots to put goodies. This will fit, maybe. And now we're going to have the same problem of, is it straight? I don't think it's too good. Oh, it can't go that way. That's right. Keep forgetting about that. It's too wide. I don't want another one of those because I already used that. I might just have to go with kind of a smaller one. I'm going to put one of the tags in this pocket. I could also make one to go in there. Yeah, that one would fit. I need to still be able to see Notre Dame a little. I don't know if I want this or if I want brown. I'll do both. I do one around the corners. I just thought of that, sorry. I'm doing the smaller one. So that can go like that or however. And then I want to put this. I just like the angels. Probably should have just done a whole digital of angels. But, I mean, with the cathedrals, it worked well. I may have used this one already. We'll see. This is all crooked. So make sure you keep watching Mitzie at 307 Junk Journals and Linda at Handmade Iowa. They're going to both be starting Entirely Bonkers journals using my Entirely Bonkers Alice in Wonderland digital kit. So, I mean, if you're interested in seeing stuff done with that kit. And they haven't started yet, but just keep your eyes peeled because they will be. I think that they'll have a lot of fun together doing that. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome. And then I told you guys about Nancy doing that. And then Carol Laws is working on the abandoned journals. She just did a flip through of one, but she's got another one on the go, so probably soon she'll do a flip through of that one. And they're all just so cool. It's so fun to see how everybody does different things, you know? I love that. I love it a lot. Now, if you don't have postage stamps for this part, you could do, if you had like labels or, you know, words, definitions, whatever. I just don't have a whole lot of the word digitals. I have a few. I just don't have a lot. But anything like that would work for some little extra bits. Or even there are a few little bits in the digital as well, like the ones I just cut off, these ones. I might actually put one of that window on here. They kind of remind me of stamps too. Could actually probably almost fit both of them. Just want to see what it looks like. I just squirreled. Did you see that? Me brain. No, I don't think they both will fit very well anyway. It'd be a little bit crowded. I think I'll do the window. Here's my little thing. A little thing here with the blade in it. It's got a little, if you haven't seen these, it's just like the Tim Holtz one that he has a little blade in it. It's just metal instead. Roughs it up good. Not that you need one at all. You can just use scissors too. That's what I did for years. I might kind of put it a little sideways. And I want a little more blue than that, I think. But I don't want it looking super modern. Because like I have this, but with the, you know what I could do? I'm just going to kind of tear this a little. And then it'll lose some of that telescope. I don't know, it just looked, you know, futuristic kind of. I like how it says, is it Romina? I thought it said Roma, but it's Romina. I think I'll just put that back there as a little extra. It could go on the other side too. I'll put it over here though. Thin paper is great. Like this statistics book, the pages are super thin, almost like Bible paper. That's what we all call in my family. Or dictionary page or whatever. You know, that type of paper that just feels really thin, almost like a tissue paper or something. Because you can squish it and crunch it all up. Well, I couldn't get that to bend, but okay. Stinker. And then I'll put fabric tabs at the top of that. Uh-oh, oh, it's going to come up. Yeah, that just is not wanting to go in there. I got a little too far over with the glue. Plus the bend makes it not want to go either. I'm just going to have to cut a little more off of that. I think, grab my cutter so I can see. I need to get my other cutter out, the tiny one I have. I just forget. It's going to be much more like a tag now. Sometimes you just can't get it to fit in the pocket until it's the size. But like that sound these make. Oh my goodness, that one's all wonky. It just doesn't want to. Okay, now let's see. That's better, yeah. Because it can go down that far, but I kind of want it to stick out just a little bit. So you can see the flower, even though there's flower there. Alrighty, what else? Is there anything else we can do? We could glue in that other letter page that we made. I can find where I set it. Oh, another stamp. So let's put it in here. I can probably take these off now. Just grabbing onto everything. The only tricky thing with those covers is trying to get everything to stay on. Like there's a certain order you have to put everything on, and then you can't sew through it, and yeah, it's a lot of things. I don't know where I put those pockets. Oh, I know something else I thought of that I want to do before we do that. I have this, and I thought it might be cool to put on a page, but I want to, it's very shiny because it came out of a book, obviously. So I'm going to cover it with some tissue, sewing tissue. I'm going to try to get this, maybe this spot where there isn't much. I mean, if we get a little writing or something, no big deal, but I want to get the least amount possible. I just want the patina and the, you could also brush like matte medium over it or something like that, but I kind of want to, this might make it really dark though. Maybe I do need to do matte medium instead. I just really want it to take away that shine of the glossy page. Yeah, it's already pretty dark. I guess I should just do that. So that's going to take longer to dry. So we'll probably just do that, and then maybe we can find those other pages. What time will it be? Oh, I guess we'll do this and that'll be that. I didn't realize I was already that late. Okay. That needs to go away. It's like nothing left in there. I don't know why I do that. Keep the old matte medium like around the edges or whatever. It's ridiculous. can't, it's so thick I can't even scrape it off of there hardly now. Because I do try to use everything up and not waste, but sometimes you just gotta give it up. So yeah, if you're not, like, you have something like this and you're not crazy about it because it's so shiny, matte medium. But you have to make sure it's matte, not anything else, because otherwise you'll just end up with the same problem again. It'll just be shiny if it's glossy. So that's what I use. I also had a different one from Hobby Lobby that worked fine too. Just a matte medium, basically. I'll have to take that brush down. And then I'll probably put that onto some book page or something and trim around it just to make, I mean, it's pretty thick paper, but I don't want it flopping. But then see, I can glue just the top and the bottom, and it can be a belly band on a page, and I just love that. And it's hard to see because it's so dark. But anyhow, I think we will stop there because I'm not sure what I did with those other pockets. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you. I hope maybe you got a fun tip or something out of today, and we will chat again soon. Love you guys. Bye.